Okay. Definitely was one of these days where you feel um, when someone that you like tells you, maybe it's time to give up. And as an entrepreneur, we get this often. This is often people say this because they don't understand how uncomfortable it is to run a business. And this is the time. Okay, well, thank you for letting me know what you think. And this is what I need. And this is great communication. And the humor of this woman who's had a stroke and all my words deleted. And now I love communication. So, this communication, when people say it, we're doing something that's normal. And so it's completely normal that they will say, I wonder if it's time for you to do something different. Or they give you an ad. Oh, I think you'd be good at this job. And you think, oh, maybe I should. And then you start looking at them and you thinking about getting a job. And then, and then, uh, and you get this idea, yes, I should do it. But every time this happens, and you go towards it, you start looking at the energy. Maybe you're not meant to be an entrepreneur. So look at the energy. And when you start looking at the ads and the other jobs, and you listen to your body and what it says, and when you look at that ad or doing something different, it's always good to get information, collect the information. So when you start to look at it, but look at your body and how you feel. And when I look at it, it's a big heck no. I'm an entrepreneur. And this reminder of you get to choose what these meanings mean. So when you see a sign and you tell your brain this neurodiversity, this neuroplastic, it tells our brain what it means. And you get to choose because this is your life. You get to choose what you're going to do and what that's going to look like. So you can say, when you look at that ad and it feels good and you want to apply, go for it. And if the universe, if you don't get the job, maybe that's not what you're supposed to do. There's something better for you. And when you tell your brain, this is perfect, everything's getting us to this goal, and you look at your dream and what you want to be like my dream, and you look at your dream and what you want to be like my dream. I'm going to help other people. I see this depression, the sadness. I just spent 2 days in an autism, suicidal, mental health event for 2 days, which is exhausting, completely exhausting. And the biggest thing is there's three big takeaways that I got one. Mainly, it's the same thing with brain damage, the same thing neurodiversity. We're finding the main thing that they need to have is a reason to wake up, to have a goal and a mission. And I was like, that's why I run my business. I am a motivational person. I help people so that they can. Mm. Then the other thing that they said is 42% of autism have suicidal thoughts. It's a it's not an exception like norm people. This is an exception with autism. It's a rule. They're always feeling it because their life is hard. All the stimulation. So I wonder if brain damage people have similar things because when I lived in the hospital and I looked at all the people, they were so sad because instantly your identity gets taken away. Things that you could do easily every day are gone. You can't even take the ideas out of your head. You can't even get your body to do what you want. And because you compared to who you used to be, that makes you sad. So there's the people that grew up with autism, they grew up this way their whole life. The people that have brain damage that can't do things, your identity changes. But then the world is full of stimulations and they're looking for ways of um, making less stimulations in the world. And it's interesting is this balance of unmasking, for masking you and making you look normal and deciding to own it and love it. And I love that my kid does this. My kid owns herself. I grew up a kid who owns it from a long family of strong, capable, so that you can. No victim stuff. Just find a way to get it done. And this entrepreneur, we have the same thing. That's why I know being an entrepreneur is the perfect place for neurodiversity, because you get to design it, but it's going to be hard because business is full of highs, lows, stimulations. No one will understand you. And it's like, people already don't understand us. It's the perfect place for us. So that's why I know I need to run this business. And this line that they said in this um, suicidal autism mental health, the line, so she said, because we don't have a lot of studies of depression and autism, because when they do studies for depression, they want the normals, not the neurodiversity. And the more she's looking at it, she's like, you know what? I don't think we need to adjust. I think we need to do something completely different. And I was like, goodness, maybe that's what we need. Maybe instead, I'm trying so much to adjust for me to do these normal classes, to do those normal things. And I was like, you know what? Maybe instead of adjusting for neurodiversity, maybe I need to do something completely new. And those entrepreneurs, often we do this by doing things completely opposite and different. We get different results, which is amazing. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to send you love and good vibes, and to remind you, if you woke up today, we need you just like you. You can level up, you can go better. Totally recommend a coach. There's some great ones out here. You find one that works for you. And I'm working in my system so that I can, so that you can. All right. Send you good love and remind you, we need you. Thank you for your grace.